Hi, this is Red Lip Blonde on Stripper World. My experiences in life to you on YouTube. So, my last video was too long, so I have to re-edit it. I hope you can hear my voice because the sound is crappy. So, I'm sorry about that. Anyways, I was a dancer for 15 years, give or take. And back in the 1980s, the money was really good because the economy was way better and money was just flying everywhere. And as the years in the 90s, later in the 90s, it just kind of died off. And a lot of the clubs, I'd like to say, they changed their money. Like some of the bars will pay you cash. I used to get like $65 a day plus your tips. So you could make anywhere from $100 to $500, depending on how good you are, how good you looked, and who was in the bar that day. And this is straight dancing, no fooling around, you know, for money. It's just straight dancing. So, yeah, I think the economy's different now. Since I left in my late 30s, I'm 47 now, and now they have like table dancing, private dancing, and when I worked, they didn't have private dancing so much. It was just straight on, dance on the runway, change your outfit, and dance for the audience. A lot of them were topless, but 90% were show all. If you show whatever you want. It's up to you as a dancer. You weren't ordered to have to go to a private dance for money. You still make money. So I didn't have to get into table dancing and private dancing, but really where the money is that I find is in stag parties. Private parties, not in motel rooms with a guy. I'm talking, you know, a group of men who want to put on like a wedding bachelor party or a birthday party. And you get like $400 in 45 minutes of your time just to dance and not get explicit. Not have to deal with guys groveling or throwing, you know, money at you. You just go up and dance and you get paid. I always got paid before I started. And then when you're tired of it, you leave. And if you want to stay longer at stag parties too, you can, and they always offer to give you more to stay longer. So me and a girlfriend used to do them once in a while. And boy, it was like 2 days worth of work sometimes in less than an hour. And you didn't have to work long, and your feet weren't tired wearing heels all day, and it was fun. I always would say they'll bring a boyfriend or a guy or someone to keep an eye on you in case things go awry, and always do your stags between 8 and 9. Anytime after 10, you're going to get too drunk, and it could be very violent, or it could get crazy, and you don't want that. That's my own personal advice. But stags are it. And, you know, it's been weird being a dancer. I can remember times, like, if I saw women and they'd pay me to dance for them, I just couldn't do it. Maybe I'm one way, like, I only dance for men, but I felt very uncomfortable. Like, why do they want to watch a girl dance? And I was not a professional stripper pole person, like a circus act, where they get up there and spin and do all these tumbles, and you know, I could spin the pole really well and have fun with it, but it wasn't like, you know, my big thing. Some girls just really go out and they have ideas to present themselves to make more money, which is cool. That wasn't me. I was more of the social one-on-one, go talk to the guys when I get off stage, and a lot of girls wouldn't. They'd be stuck up, and men hate that. Because they look at girls not just as objects, like, oh, she has a perfect waist. I mean, there's a small percent of men that are just for looks. They don't care what you have up here or what you have to say. They just want to see a perfect body. It's like their dream, desire woman. You know, they can go home and see their wife, the average woman, you know, or girl. If they want to see something spectacular, like Penthouse Girl or something, great. There are those girls that really take good care of themselves, and I was one of them. I'd work out, and I didn't have to. I didn't put on weight until much later in life. I had 2 children, but you know, I was blessed just being me without having to get fake implants You know, I did like my big meals, but as far as body parts, I was okay. You know, I wasn't like the queen bee, but I wasn't the dog either. I was like my own person. So that's my advice too, is to be your own person. And secondly, um, yeah, if you want to be a queen bee, I call them like princess, glamour, mama, Barbie girl. I mean, I can play that, and that's the fun of dancing too, is you can create your own person, you know, with extensions and hair and breast implants now. They're so on the rise that you can become the woman, any man's fantasy that you want to be. And it's just all an image. And if you cannot get so hung up on how you look or put yourself down and stay ahead of the game, you'll do better. Some girls go into stripping just to go to school and get out. Some girls that I saw go down the wrong way and get so tangled up with drugs that it wiped them out or they died young. I saw suicides, I saw overdoses in bars, to women dying from heroin overdoses. I mean, and this goes on in the high-end bars. Some women can say, oh yeah, I'm not a stripper, I'm a escort woman or whatever. It's all the same crap. You just are being taken out with guys that have more money than others, but it's all the same thing. So what else have I seen? I can't even begin to tell you. I mean, you have perverts on one corner, you know, jacking off in the corner or right in front of you, behind your chair, to women jacking men off right there at the bar. And this is, honest to God, this goes on in these kind of places. You wouldn't like to think they do. It's disgusting. Watch where you sit, by the way. But I've seen it. Not saying all bars, but I've seen the lower end city bars. Yeah, they're dirty. You walk out, you better hold your wallet. Don't run and take your money. You got to be escorted to your car at night in some of these places. I like the night, but I work days and nights, so mostly nights. Prettier girls work at night, so me, I worked either or. It didn't matter to me. I always had good communication with all my bosses. I was always a good girl, showed up, work overtime. So I did work hard. But it's fun. It's like acting. You can dress up. You can wear your hair and wear sexy lingerie where you couldn't be seen in public like that. And it was fun getting to wear all those hot exotic shoes and all the outfits and feeling good about yourself. So it can make you feel good, but you have to be headstrong and know what you're going in for and know when to get out. And I was always good at communicating with guys, and that's what let me stay in the business for so long, because they took care of me and they got to know me as me, and I wasn't a stuck up and just out there for the money. I was a genuinely caring person. So I know it sounds totally crazy, like who the hell would want to be a stripper and know all these crazy people, but I find people interesting. Another experience in dancing is, I would say, being on time was hard for me. I can remember one day I was driving in late, and it was my Volkswagen, I was speeding, and I got pulled over. And the policeman was like, well, you're going to be a little later now, and I had a bottle of wine between my legs, you know, I'm trying to get a buzz on before I get on the stage, about a half hour before I got to work, and I made it to work, like 15 minutes late. It was on a winter day, speeding, doing 60 miles an hour in a snowstorm. No wonder I got pulled over. But I have to laugh now because I never took my job that seriously, so I always ran the show, and I always knew how to talk to my bosses to get what I wanted. I didn't have to have sex with them. I wasn't into rich men or, you know, playing the part of being special. Like some girls would really tag on to the owners and be their little mistress. And you know, I found one girl, well, I'd heard she got killed. She just knew too much, you know. So I always like to keep to myself, but I'm always keeping my eyes open, which you have to do as a stripper, and no nonsense from reality. And you can excel in many jobs. I had many opportunities to travel, model, and no joke. It's not like some slasher. Oh, you want to pose for me out the woods? No. These were legitimate jobs, but I think out of fear and not really feeling I was like up to par to continue that profession like modeling, I just didn't feel I was good enough, so I didn't, and I kind of regret that. But you can find a lot of different positions other than dancing by meeting people, and that was my interest. So some girls are in it for drugs just to get the drug habit. I certainly did try drugs and drinking, and I still like to drink. I don't do drugs. But yeah. So yeah, it was a long, long road. I had a good time trying different clubs. But towards the end, I did put lid on after 3 children, and I got tired, and I quit. And it wasn't any reason other than my own. And who knows, maybe I'll go back for my grand finale and try it again. But until then, we'll talk some more about strippers and my life as a stripper, and we'll talk to you on my next video. Peace out. Thanks. Bye. Leave your comments. Bye.